So what type of research are you doing that you landed and said, hey, there's opportunity here?
Right. So the way I came across that product is, just using my Instagram like everyone else, and I saw an ad of this bracelet. So the first time I saw the ad, I didn't really think anything of it. I knew about drop shipping at the time, so I kind of knew that it was a drop shipping ad, and I knew someone was making money with this product, but I didn't think anything of it. A couple months went by, and I kept seeing the same ad,
Mm.
and you just really have to like have common sense and think about that if someone's running an ad for months and months and months, that
They
ad
running
is
with it.
making them money,
Right, right,
right?
right, right,
They're not
right.
gonna spend money on Facebook ads if the ad isn't making them money, especially for a long period of time. So I kept seeing the ad after months, and I was like, okay, they have to be making money from this bracelet. Let me see if it's possible for me to source this same product. So I went on AliExpress, which is like basically like a wholesale version of Amazon.
Mhm.
Any trendy product that you see on social media, you'll be able to find it on that site because that's where like all the manufacturers listings, all the manufacturers from like China mainly, but different countries overseas as well. So I looked up that bracelet. I just typed in distance bracelet and saw if and tried to see if I could find the same one. And instantly I found the same one, like bunch of suppliers selling that same exact bracelet. So I was like, okay, it's on here for like $1, $2. And then I went to the actual brand's website and they were selling it for like $27. So I was like, dang, these guys making a stupid margin on this bracelet, right?
Wow.
So I just figured, I was like, okay, I think even though I don't really know what I'm doing, I think if I come into the game and sell this exact same product that's proven to sell because they're making money from it, and I make an ad similar to theirs, and I already know it's working because I'm literally seeing it on my feed. I see the comments of people commenting, "Where's my order?" or like, "Just got mine," and things like that. Like I'm seeing that
Mm.
it's working. Have the exact same. I have access to the exact same product that they're selling. Why can't this work for me if I just price it better, or if I just make my ad a little better, or if I just maybe target the right people? So that's exactly what I did. I built a Shopify store, which Shopify, it comes with a free 14-day trial. So I just did the free trial, built a little site, put that one product on there, and literally my first day I did like $100 in sales, and that $100 turned to 200, 300. Within a week, I was doing like $1,000 a day.
We
What people don't realize about drop shipping is like once you find one product, that could really like secure your income for like 6 to 12 months if you don't know what you're doing. So like the bracelet sold for like 4 months. I didn't know what I was doing. But like with what I know now, I probably could have made that product last like a year or maybe
mm.
2 years.
What would you do differently today to make it last 4 years? Because it's a big difference.
Right. So basically, one, I'd be omnipresent. At the time, I was only running Facebook ads, and I didn't even know really how to run Facebook ads.
What's
Um,
omnipresent
Being
mean?
omnipresent just means being on multiple social platforms. So not just like restricting yourself to Facebook ads. Being on Instagram as well. Now we got TikTok. At the time, TikTok wasn't around,
Right.
but now we got TikTok. We got Twitter. We got influencers that play a big game in the e-commerce world. A lot of brands, they just do influencers. They don't even mess with the ads,
Hmm.
and they're successful. So like when I was making $1,000, going from like working at Amazon, and shortly I left Amazon and I started working at LA Fitness because I just couldn't do 6 p.m. to 4 a.m. every day. But going from like working those jobs to making that $1,000 a day, which turned out to be like around like $300 in profit a day,
Hmm.
that was like a big switch for me. And at the time, I wasn't really thinking smart about it. Like I was spending a lot of money.
It was lit.
Yeah, it was lit at the
You
time.
know
I
what
was
I'm
just like, and
saying?
I thought it was just gonna last
How
forever.
old are you at this time?
I was like 19.
Okay, at least you couldn't go to a strip club and spend it there.
Right, right. So, I was just like you said, I was lit. I was like, dang, like this is what having an online business feels like. Like I'm waking up
To money.
to money. I wake up and I'm at like $500 in sales. Like
Mm.
I'm driving and I hear the Shopify cha-chings while I'm driving. I'm like, damn, I'm making money like everything I'm doing.
Yes.
So I
You
was
can't
just
you'll never be the same after that.
yeah, I was and it that's why like most entrepreneurs I feel like are lazy.
Okay.
Because this type of like online businesses make you lazy, but they make you smarter. I feel like being lazy isn't a bad thing because when you're lazy, you think smarter and you learn how to leverage, and that
Mhm.
actually makes your business more powerful and more prominent. So
Gosh, that's how the rich live, brother. They leverage, you know what I'm saying? They invest that and allow, and collect a percentage from it.
yeah, exactly. So You shouldn't reinvent the wheel, like, if you wanna get started. And I think the easiest way to get started is by looking at someone else's success in the industry and just duplicating it and adding your twist.
Mm.
I feel like a lot of entrepreneurs, not just in e-commerce, but in I think this applies to every business, but like a lot of people try to like just start from scratch with whatever they do when success leaves clues. There's people out here already winning in every industry. And if you just look at what they're doing and just tweak it to your style a little bit, you can, reach success faster than you ever thought you could.
Mm.
So
I
I think,
agree.
yeah.
I agree. I appreciate that,
And there's
man.
there's no reason to figure it out yourself either.
Ooh.
I think Warren Buffett or Charlie Munger said that you know, people, smart people, they learn from their mistakes, but the smartest people learn from the mistakes of others.
What are some things that you could do with a bracelet to
Right.
really like create a customer experience, you know, to be better than just the average experience?
Right. So, you got brands like I don't know if you know about the brand Pura Vida, but they sell bracelets. But
Mm.
the only difference between them and what I had is they have a brand. They have influencers that promote their bracelets, influencers that all do various different things that have their super fans. So when you have an influencer that has super fans and they promote a product, a lot of their following is going to move towards that brand as well. Like influencers are very powerful. So I can see
Mhm.
why your brand blew up using influencers, right? So that's one thing. Another thing is your brand can have a cause behind it. I forgot exactly
Mm.
what Pura Vida's cause is, but they donate a good percentage of everything they make to a good cause that resonates with their brand. So that's
Got you.
another thing too. People like that. People like being a part of a movement, right? And if
Mm.
your brand is that movement and you got a cause behind it, it just makes it even more like everlasting and powerful. So um,
Nice.
that's another thing. And then again, packaging and just the presentation of the product, improving the quality, all that stuff goes a long way.
So,
Aesthetic goes a long way. I mean,
yeah.
we live in a world where people, you order something at a restaurant, first thing people do is take a picture of their food, right? If your
Mm.
product looks good, if the presentation looks good, every time someone buys an iPhone, MacBook, boom, picture, the bag or the
Yeah,
box,
no
right?
doubt.
Because it looks good. So just by having a product that looks good and that's aesthetically pleasing, you're gonna get that exposure out there of your own customers promoting it for you. And you got to know your lifetime value of the customer to your LTV. So when I was drop shipping, I was focused on the one and done. Like, boom, you order from me, you're probably never gonna order from me again. But I got my money, so I'm straight, right? But when you're trying to build a brand, though, you're focused on LTV. You're focused on making the experience so good that that customer is not gonna buy one product from you. They're gonna keep coming back and buying
Mm.
more and more and more and more. Kind of like Gymshark. Gymshark's built a huge brand with influencers. They strictly only used
Strictly influences.
influencers,
Yes,
right?
sir.
And then they did the affiliate model where their influencers had a code. They would promote their code. They would make their 15%, whatever. But Gymshark's clothes were actually, good quality. They had a good brand, good presentation. If you order a shirt from Gymshark, odds are you're gonna order another shirt and then
Facts.
maybe some pants, maybe, other things. You're not just gonna order one thing from them and never come back. If you go on TikTok and do hashtag TikTok made me buy it, it's gonna filter your whole feed to only show you creators on there that are promoting different types of products. And if they're promoting these products, it's mostly paid promotions. And a lot of times you'll kind of see the same products and you'll be able to see like the views on each video. So you'll know what's going viral and what's not. And then you just do your research, right? If you type in hashtag TikTok made me buy it and you see a product a couple different times, now go on AliExpress, see if that product's available over there, see how much it costs over there. Go to the brand that the TikTok influencer is promoting, see how much they're selling it for, see what that profit margin's looking like, and then see if you can enter the market. But I mean, now you already see what type of, ads they're doing. You're seeing like how much it costs, what they're selling it for. And that's a quick way to like find a product that you can come in and sell yourself. That's one method, right? Um, Another method is literally you can a lot of people don't know, but you can turn your Instagram profile, like your feed, you can turn it into like a product research machine that does all the work for you. And the way you do this is a lot of us when we see ads, we skip them, right? We just scroll past them. But Facebook is a machine. Like Facebook ads is a
No
machine
doubt.
that runs off algorithms, right? So if you're into entrepreneur stuff, most of the time when you're on your feed, you're probably gonna see a lot of like make money stuff, motivational stuff, entrepreneur stuff. If you're into sports, you'll scroll through your feed, you'll see ESPN, Sports Center,
All day.
because that's just what Instagram and Facebook has designed to do. Like it shows you things based on your interests,
Interest.
but you
Mhm.
can actually like manipulate that. So if you like, let's say you come across a drop shipping ad, you come across like an ad of a product, whatever. If you want to turn your Instagram to a product research machine, like all those ads, like them, and even comment on them. After you've liked and commented on a couple ads that are trying to sell you products, Instagram and Facebook's only going to show you those. So now you've turned your Instagram feed to literally every time you scroll past a couple pictures of your friends, it's a drop shipping ad. Then boom, another drop shipping ad. So now you literally have a free product research machine because all these drop shippers that are doing all this work, finding these products, running these ads, you're seeing everything that they're running because
So that's
Facebook,
basically telling me who's doing what and how they're
yeah,
doing it.
because Facebook thinks you're interested in those types of like products and things like that. So they're gonna keep showing it to you.
I feel that the supplier on AliExpress
Right.
today can go on Amazon and sell the same product.
Right.
Do you see that happen often to where you may be in a position to where like you're in competition with the supplier?
So that happens all the time, right? So the reason why that doesn't affect me is because I don't sell using AliExpress suppliers on Amazon. I don't sell private label. So what you're talking about is private label.
Okay.
I know 90% of Amazon sellers sell private label.
Right.
If you don't know what private label is, it's basically when you source products from AliExpress, put your brand on them, and then list them on Amazon.
Mhm.
That's what 90% of Amazon sellers do. And the reason why, and don't get me wrong, a lot of people are making a lot of money doing that. And you make more money doing that than doing wholesale, which is what I do. But it's way harder to be successful at private label
Why you say that?
because you're creating a brand and you're listing an unknown brand of a generic product on Amazon and you're starting out from scratch. You have zero reviews. No one's bought from you on Amazon before. You're not on page 1 of Amazon. It's like creating a website and expecting to be on page 1 of Google. Nah. You on page 1000 of Amazon, right? So you got to run traffic to your listing. Like even though you're on Amazon and even though there are millions of people shopping on Amazon every day, you got to run ads to your listing to get some type of sales, or like you got to get a TikTok influencer to be like, "Oh, I bought this on Amazon, like go check it out." You got to get some type of traffic to your listing to start building momentum to the point where you're getting organic sales like these 6, 7, 8 figure Amazon sellers that do that business model, right? So that's why it's hard. Me, I do wholesale, which is what like 10% of Amazon sellers are doing. And it's basically where you partner with big name brands,
Mhm.
buy their products wholesale, list them on Amazon and sell them. The reason why this is easier is because let's say, for example, let's say I open up a wholesale account with Nestle, right? Nestle Pure Life. Nestle, if I search this on Amazon, they're already on page 1 because they're a multi-million dollar, if not billion-dollar company. They already have hundreds of thousands of reviews because they've probably been on Amazon forever. And also, Amazon, it's not like, let's say there's 15 sellers selling this water bottle, right? Amazon isn't a platform where it's going to be like Nestle from seller 1, Nestle from seller 2. Like, it's going to be one listing. It's only going to be one Nestle listing on there. And when you click on it, it's going to have all the sellers on that one listing. And the way Amazon works is as long as everyone's selling at the same price and everyone has similar shipping speeds, they cycle the sales amongst all the sellers. Meaning if this listing
Mm.
is getting 10,000 orders a month and there's 10 sellers on that listing selling that same product, each seller is going to be doing around 1,000 orders a month.
What is the benefit to Nestle to sell
Right.
to you versus sell their own product? Why would I wholesale if I have a product that I spent millions and millions and millions of dollars to advertise over, I mean, man, years?
Mm-hmm.
Why would I wholesale it to you when I know I could just get all my full margin through the platform?
Right. It's the same reason why the United States buys everything from China, right? So it's like, instead of Nestle going on Amazon and listing their product and marketing their product and selling it, they'd rather just manufacture it for whatever the cost they're manufacturing it, which is very, very low, and then sell it to a wholesaler like me, and then they make their profit margin off rip, and then
Understood.
I go and try to sell it to these consumers on Amazon because they would make basically the same profit margin on Amazon. It like let's say for example they want to make $10 per bottle, they could just sell it for that wholesale rate to someone like me and then have me try to go and sell it for more on Amazon.
Got you.
It just makes more sense for them to manufacture it, and instead of them listing 1,000 units on Amazon and seeing them sell one by one, they could just manufacture 1,000 units and have someone like me buy those 1,000 units like off rip like that.
Instantly.
Yeah.
Got you.
So it's just volume. It's a volume thing. And there's a lot of brands out there that have literal departments dedicated to wholesale. Like,
Mm,
if you go on a website and like any brand's website and you scroll down, most of them have a wholesale tab. They have
got you.
departments that are dedicated to moving units fast to people like me.
When you have the Nestle brand going and you click it and you have all the sellers, does one seller get the benefit if they discount the price?
I mean, Amazon's more focused on customer experience. So Amazon's more focused on, they're not really focused on who has the lowest price. They're more focused on who has the fastest shipping. If you're doing FBA, you're going to have the fastest shipping. So FBA is like when you have your product stored into Amazon's warehouse. Because if your product's in Amazon's warehouse, that means you have prime shipping.
Got you. What's FBA stand for?
FBA stands for fulfillment by Amazon.
Understood.
So,
Understood.
yeah, and the thing is, a lot of Amazon sellers, they know not to undercut each other. It's kind of like a golden rule
Okay.
because if, let's say, for example, this is selling for $10, like a 24 pack of this or whatever, if someone comes in and sells it and puts $9, every other seller is just gonna undercut down to $9 as well. And if someone goes puts 8, everyone's just gonna undercut to 8. So everyone's just
You
losing
lose it because of
profit.
you, right?
Whereas if it's selling at $10, you can come in and just sell it at $10 as well, and
And just get in
the
the
sales,
rotation.
yeah, you get in the rotation.
Got you. At what point do you not want to get in the rotation?
I mean, it varies. It varies depending on the product. Like, let's say for example, there's a product that's doing 100 units a month. If there's 10 sellers on that listing, that means everyone's doing 10 units a month. It's not really worth it. But if that listing's doing 100,000 units a month and there's 10 sellers on it, shit, if there's 100 sellers on it, right? You want to hop on that listing. So it
Got you.
just depends on the volume that the product's doing.